So, the road to Emmaus is a funny scene.
Yeah.
Do you want to just say a little bit about how that works out, where the jokes are?
So you've got two followers of Jesus, and they're absolutely dejected. And you can understand why they are dejected. You know, they'd followed this guy who they thought was bigger than death, and he was going to bring the great redemption. And then he gets killed. And you can kind of imagine their situation. It would be like if you're sinking down into quicksand, and then your rescuer comes and says, "I'm here to rescue you." And he dives in and he sinks like a stone in front of you.
Yeah.
You know, you're not just sad for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're also like, okay,
Yeah.
where next?
Yeah.
You know, this really sucks. And then who should show up but Jesus? But cloaked, he does not reveal himself straight away, which is so, like, I would totally be a prankster, resurrector from the dead. I would come and go, ta-da! You know, the look on your faces. That's what I do. Jesus is a bit cooler than that, right? And he just walks with them, and he says, "Yeah, so why the long face?"
Yeah.
You know, and takes them through the scriptures, which is beautiful. The way the risen Christ encounters people is actually through his word, which gives me great hope 2,000 years later, that actually I don't need to have the resurrection appearance. He seemed to think that meeting him in the Bible was even better. But then you get to the point where, you know, they're breaking bread together. And through the opening of the word and the breaking of bread, their eyes are open and they realize it's Jesus, and he goes.
Yeah.
And it's like, what a brilliant way. You know, I would have fluffed that. You know, if I was to spoil my own funeral by appearing, I would have totally fluffed it. Jesus just played it beautifully.
Yeah. And then after the road to Emmaus, Jesus, they run back, and then there's this curious kind of locked room scene. How does that work comedically?
So there he is in the upper room, and they want to know what it's like. He's pioneered a path through death and out the other side. They're seeing the future, and they kind of recognize him and they kind of don't. And then Jesus just got this great line. He was just like, "Got anything to eat?"
It's so banal, isn't it? It's beautiful, yeah.
And then he eats broiled fish in their presence, and so there's the ordinariness of that, which is wonderful. That post resurrection, there's that kind of expectation, but there's also that sense of he's showing us what the future looks like. And the future looks like feasting joy. So that again is contributing to the comedy.
But you can imagine them almost sort of watching him to see what's going to happen to the fish. Is it going to drop out of somewhere, or how is this? Because they can hardly believe it.
Drinking the water and it comes out the side.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah. We'll have to cut that bit out. There's no way, isn't there?